Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, November 6, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar. Monetary policy meeting minutes from Bank of Japan has been published overnight together with the services PMI. The services PMI was than the previous reading of 53.1 point with the actual reading of 49.7, but it beat the expectations of 49.3. During the London session, we got a lot of the data from the European Union, Eurozone, mostly in form of the services PMI from across of the European countries. Then the Eurozone Composite PMI and Services PMI is scheduled for release at 10 o'clock from the Eurozone, and from the UK is scheduled for release at 10:30. Interest rate decision in Poland will take place at 2 o'clock, and the market participants, the Polish National Bank, to keep the interest rate at the level of 5.75. German Vice President Buch will give a speech at 3:10. Then the ECB Guinness will give a speech as well. At 4 o'clock, we got the IVPMI data from the Canada. Then again, we got the speech from the BUA President Joachim Nagel. Crude oil inventories is the main event of today. It will take place at 4:30. And then we got speeches from the Bank of Canada Senior Deputy Governor Rogers. Then we have the Governor Orr from the Reserve Bank of the New Zealand. And at the end of the day, at 10:30, we got the interest rate decision from Brazil. That's everything for the economic calendar. Let's find out what's going on charts. The euro dollar tanked very deeply back down below the last swing low at 1.0762. The actual low now was made at the level of 1.0704. So right now we're just trying to bounce from the technical support at 1.0712. It looks like the pin bar candle is being created right now on the 4-hour chart. It doesn't actually looks very bearish right now. It looks like the bulls are buying the dips after the momentum collapsed from the level of almost 68 towards the level of 32. So we got this movement to the upside. Nevertheless, all of these levels here will now act as the technical resistance. So let me just change the color. Those levels are 1.0761, 1.0779, 1.0790, and of course 1.0805. So all of these levels will now be the technical resistance. 0.0842 is the resistance as well. Very deep movement to the downside. Possibly the presidential elections in the US are the major responsibility for the current situation on the euro dollar. So the euro is being sold and the dollar is being bought all across the board, and we can confirm this by looking at the US dollar index. US dollar index. There you go, US dollar index. Very dynamic, very strong in terms of the momentum spike up towards the level of 104.60, then a breakout and the local high at 105.28. Now this level here, the level of 104.60 will act as the technical support for the market, and we might finally move our measurement of the correction towards this level. So the correction was minus 1.22%, and it had been completed. Momentum is strong, momentum is positive. Obviously there is some kind of a bearish divergence created at the 4-hour chart, but that's mostly because this movement to the upside is being it was triggered by the results of the US elections, non-official yet, but still quite substantial. So basically the US dollar index is continuing to move higher, is continuing to break back up, and now it's trying to test the technical support 104.60. So please keep an eye on this level. Let's take a look how the market reacted on the presidential elections outcome. As you can see, it's going up through the roof. S&P 500 is at the highest level in history, 5,916. So the next level is 6,000 points. The market is in kind of a very good mood, in euphoria, positive sentiment all across the board. Momentum is going towards the level of 80 right now, so these levels are obviously extremely overbought, so we should see some sort of the profit taking that will take place soon on this market. Nevertheless, bulls are in charge of the market right now. The market keeps moving higher, so we should see the uptrend continuation very soon. The main reason for that, main trigger, is again the outcome of the presidential election. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. As you can see, the Bitcoin made all-time high already at the level of 75,468. So this is the local technical resistance made on the top of this move. So there you go. Let me just mark it. And now, of course, the market is hovering around the previous all-time high, trying to find a support at the level of 72,732. So this is the technical support right now. And this technical support is now the key technical support in the short term. So very nice movement to the upside. After the correction was done, we got this movement here, corrective cycle towards the trend line, and then very dynamic breakout to the upside. Of course, there is bearish divergence between the momentum and the price. The price has made new swing high and obviously new all-time high. The momentum, as you can see, is now again above the extremely overbought conditions. It's now pulling back from this level. Nevertheless, it's on the lower level than the previous momentum high, so we can see the downside movement soon. So the pullback or profit taking will take place. Nevertheless, the Bitcoin is again continuing this up move. It's on the all-time high, so it's a very good indication that the uptrend is being continued, and it's being developing all across the board. And the other factor that influences this situation here is, of course, the US dollar being bought all across the board as well, which helps the Bitcoin to move towards the level of 75,000 here and break out of this slight consolidation just ahead of the presidential election in the USA. So that's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.